been involved in fewer accidents, and new study shows that things are improving with young drivers, and we're talking about teenagers and young adults here. State officials say all of this is a result of the new driving laws, but could there be more to it than that? We're joined this morning by Dan Schawbel. He is with Millennial Branding, who has conducted research into young adult trends and people in this particular age group. He's at our Beacon Hill studio this morning. Dan, let's talk about this Boston Globe survey that found the number of accidents among teen drivers plunged in half. The numbers look like this for 16 and 17-year-olds. They were involved in just over 6,400 crashes last year compared to more than 12,600 in 2006. Is it all because of stricter youth operating laws that were put into place here, or is there something else at play?
So only half of teenagers are getting their driver's license by the age of 18, which is down from 2/3 20 years ago. And there's three different factors. The first one is technology. Teens are just tweeting and texting from home, and they're not getting as much FaceTime. They're not going over their friend's house as much. And the second one is the economy. It costs a lot of money to drive with gas and registration, and buying the car or leasing the car. And the economy's really bad, especially for young people right now, with an unemployment rate of about 16%. And then the third one is parents. Parents want to keep their children off the road because of these types of accidents, because a lot of teens text and drive, and it's very dangerous.
So get back to one of the points you made. You're telling me that kids, it used to be kids couldn't wait to get their license, get out on the road, but now they'd rather tweet and text than get behind the wheel of a car?
Absolutely. I mean, I remember when I got my license, it was a fight to get your license. It was a competition. We were all excited about it. And now it's not a big deal, because with all this type of communication with Skype and video conferencing, you can be anywhere and connect with the people that you most care about.
And what about the parents? You said that they don't want their kids out on the roads because they're concerned about their safety. Is that the main driving force behind parents not kind of pushing the kids to get out there and get their license?
Absolutely. And teens want their parents to drive them everywhere too. And parents are very involved in their life. Trust me, I know.
Yes.
And so that happens even later in life. And now, even when millennials take their parents to job interviews, about 8% do that. So parents are very involved through our kids' lives now, even as they're growing older.
Still, you would think that some of these driving laws, though, has to have had some effect in bringing these numbers down.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about this particular age group. I mean, at some point, they do have to go out and get a driver's license. It is something you need to have. At what point do they say, okay, now's the time to go ahead and get one?
It's just taking a lot longer because, it's postponed adulthood with the economy, right? So, it could be until they graduate college. Mm-hmm. It really depends on their financial situation. A lot of them who live in big cities, and they don't even really need it. I mean, I don't even have a car, and what we found in a study with pay scale is, once they get, to college and beyond, relative to older generations, they're, less independent. They're, over 20 million of them are staying at home with their parents when they graduate, and it's really delayed their adulthood.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this sort of habitual? Is it carrying over to other parts of their lives, like starting a family, getting married, things of that nature?
Everything's delayed. Home ownership, car ownership, marriage, you name it. Everything has really been delayed, especially because of this economy, and students are graduating with $45,000 in debt, a total of $1 trillion in debt. So they're living at home, they're saving money, and they're not spending that on cars or housing. They're really trying to, make ends meet right now.
Interesting stuff. Dan Schawbel from Millennial Branding. Thanks for your input this morning, Dan.